Hello, welcome to the Fanatical Podcast. I am the legend, the 8-time. That's right. We looked at it and they found I had 3 more championships, JK. The 8-time Fine Bomb Heavyweight Champion of the world. Welcome. This is a show about the fan, by the fan. Each week we answer the fans' questions by the fan. And here is my co-host, the great JK, decked out in his playoff attire here. How you doing this morning, brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. Good to be here, man, and glad you guys are joining us on another journey, man, talking about what we love to talk about, football. And, congratulations on being the 8-time Caller of the Year. Who cares? I was run-up, and I was finished in 4th, so, forget all that call.
Well, I had 5 titles, and they looked into it and found out, just like Auburn, I had more championships than they thought.
No,
so I have 8 of them now.
It ain't just like Auburn.
8 of them,
It's
man.
just like Bama. They claim all those championships, but we all know they don't have them. So I expect that from you. You got 8. Maybe you got 12.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be. All right, let's get started on the topics this week. And Janet, Indiana, we appreciate you watching every week. Wants to know what we think about 44-year-old Phillip Rivers taking a snap and playing for my Indianapolis coach yesterday. What was your thoughts on this situation?
Man, I don't know if they're crazy or just want to just give away money. Man, is Cam Newton available?
I don't know, man. I just have to say, as a lifelong Colt fan, I have never been more embarrassed. I'm going to say this. Phillip Rivers, I applaud you. That took a lot of courage. I am not talking about you. I thought that was fantastic what you did. But as a Colts organization, how the hell does Chris Ballard have a job? Carson Wentz, 40-year-old Matt Ryan, Anthony Richardson, now a 44-year-old quarterback. Chris Ballard, your ass should be out of Indy on the first train running, dude. This is friggin' pathetic. There wasn't no 30-year-old quarterbacks, no 35-year-old quarterbacks available.
30, 35. What about the guys that got cut? What about the guys out of college? You mean to tell me they couldn't find a guy in his 20s, late 20s, early 30s? I keep saying, what about Cam? I know Bridgewater's back somewhere. I don't know.
Somewhere.
What happened, man? You got to go get AARP wannabe member. Is it that bad in Indianapolis, man?
Man, we went from the number 1 seed in the AFC 4 weeks ago, now completely out of the playoffs with Phillip Rivers under center. It happened the moment we traded for Sauce Gardner. You don't bring that New York Jet mojo to a first-place team. Here it is. Now we don't even have you like to knock your desk over. We don't even have a first-round draft pick for the next 2 years.
Hey,
now.
man, you know what?
What an idiot Chris Ballard is.
And if he take a hard hit, man, and go down, what are we going to say? We shouldn't have put that old guy out there?
They all send Chris Ballard to jail if that man takes a hard hit.
Hey,
man.
whatever happens to Indy, they deserve it. They went and got a senior citizen to play quarterback. Hey, I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Well, he actually did pretty good. He
Yeah.
led the Colts on a winning field goal drive, looking like grandpa. He was throwing so many wounded ducks. It like Sonny Jurgensen had came back from the old Washington Redskins.
But
it was horrible,
You know
man.
what I want to know is, has he been practicing? Has he been trying to get in shape? Did they just take a chance on a guy? We're going to put him out there on the field and see what goes best. What's going on is the guys that play every week and has been playing every week, what kind of shape are they in to allow him to have a good game?
That says a lot about quarterbacking in the NFL. Me and the great Kip Keefer have been talking about it for years. Quarterbacking in the NFL where you can't hit them low, you can't hit them high, you can't touch them in the face. It's more like 7-on-7 now. And Phillip Rivers, 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, just proved how pathetic the NFL has become with your sissy kickoff. And now an old man out of senior citizen home throw the touchdown. Throw the touchdown!
Hey, I got to give him props though, man.
I love him.
He's back out there. He's a homeboy, so hey,
Yeah.
more power to
him.
Yeah.
It's just the Colts organization. You've embarrassed me my whole life. Let's move on from the Colts.
right.
What you got?
Hey, man, I got Dr. Mia Ward. She wants to know my thoughts about the Heisman. I think the wrong person got the Heisman. I'm all for Pavia. He brought Vanderbilt back from the dead, man. He beat your team last year. They're 10-2 this year. I think he deserved it, man. But, it all goes to the voters and what they think. But, I thought it was a classless move once again, by what he did at the club about saying about Indiana, which had no bearing on him winning. It was all about the voters, man. But my pick for the Heisman was Pavia. He didn't win, so, that's how it goes.
If you didn't know, after the Heisman Trophy ceremony, where Menendez, I guess I got that right, whoever thought, are we in the twilight zone, an Indiana quarterback winning the Heisman? Is this the twilight zone?
And a favorite to win it all.
And a favorite. What the hell is going on?
Man, Bobby Knight, what Bubba does? Bobby Knight is rolling over in his grave.
I don't know what's going on. Bobby would be having a fit right now, man. But then after the Heisman ceremony's over, Pavia's in the club dancing afterward, and there's a sign that says, fuck Indiana, and Pavia points right to it, dancing. See, this is a Johnny Manziel wannabe. Once Johnny Manziel gets in your life, brother, it's all downhill. I mean, next stop for Pavia is the Birmingham Stallions, then it's on to Burger King, and the ghetto. It's downhill for Pavia from here. I see it coming, brother.
Hey, man,
I see the little boy. I mean, the dude's about this tall.
Man,
he should have won the Heisman for real. He's
I don't
not
agree.
that tall.
I don't agree.
Tall.
I do not agree. I think he's going to get a job in the NFL somewhere.
How?
Somebody's going to take a chance on him, man.
You can't see him.
Y'all couldn't see him in last year.
Well, that's a different topic.
I know it is. I know I slow you down a little bit.
We can't see a lot.
You got to get that man. Hey, if you're in New York, somebody's looking at you to put them on their roster. So
they would have had to stand up in their seat to see him.
Okay.
They would have had to stand in their seat to look at him. But, hey, I agree with you. He should have won it. Yep. He should have won it. But let's move on to just reporting, news breaking. DJ Lagway has hit the transfer portal. What do you think? You going to take him down there at Miami next year?
Please don't get on I-95 South. And come to Miami.
Think of him?
He's an athlete, man. He's just like Richardson. He's good enough to, just impress you in the combine. But what is he gonna do once he gets on the field? He's athletic. He's outstanding athlete. But I don't want him at Miami. He can come to Tuscaloosa.
He went backwards. I mean, coming out of his freshman year, it looks like he was going to be an All-American. Now, this past year, he went completely backwards. I've seen a couple games that don't even look like he could go from his first read to the second read without total panic. I don't know, but still an interesting prospect, to say the least, for a lot of teams. Would Auburn take a chance on DJ Lagway? Of course, I hear they're going to get the Brown kid from South Carolina that played, South Florida, that played for them. So maybe Auburn going to get an upgrade at quarterback.
I'll take the South Florida quarterback before Lagway any day.
That's a big statement.
That's going to be a great upgrade for Auburn. You just watch and see.
All right. Dylan wants to know about the Kalen DeBoer extension.
Once again.
I'm sorry. Did I read that right?
Once again.
Did I read that right?
Once again, the rich is going to get richer. So, man, I don't have any input on how these universities spend their money, man, and waste their money, in my opinion. But guess what? I'm glad for him. Keep him down there. Keep winning 8 and 9 games a year. I want him to get a bigger extension. As long as he can lose 4 games or 3 games every year, that's my man.
Man, I didn't know that 4 losses could get you more and more and more money. He's already making $11 million. That's not enough. Now, because Jimmy Sexton, the gangster of college football, has put these rumors out here, Penn State, Michigan. Now Greg Byrne feels we need to give Coach DeBoer $3 more million a year for 4 losses a year. When did 4 losses get you paid? When did that get you? I'm not putting the man down. I mean, I'm not crazy about the situation. I wish Saban was still here, but hell, come on, man.
Hey, man,
4 losses get you $4 more million.
Look, man, I know I got a pretty good memory. And I know Alabama had 3 losses before the Iron Bowl last year. They just got humiliated a couple of weeks ago. So what has he done to deserve an extension, any kind of extra money or bonus? What has he done?
And now, see, he was already locked in for like 7 or 8 years. Now we're going to lock him into 10 years. That means the buy-up goes out. What happens if DeBoer ain't won a championship in 5 years, Alabama fan? What then? Are you going to be happy with that? I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that.
Let me ask you a simple question. Let's just say Alabama repeats what happened in the SEC championship game. They repeat that Friday. What makes anybody think that he won't get out of this extension and take the Michigan job?
Well, he came out with a statement this morning saying that he was fully committed. And by the way, if you don't win a championship soon, they're going to commit me. He came out saying he's fully committed.
Let me explain to you and the audience what fully committed means.
He just got paid.
Let me tell you. That means he's full of shit. Because coaches lie. Coaches lie. Coaches lie. You remember Nick Saban said, I didn't have an interview, and the next day he was on the tarmac in Tuscaloosa? Don't you think this guy would take another $5 to $10 million to get rid of that extension and take a full-time job at Michigan?
No, I don't.
Come on, dude.
Listen, going from Alabama to Michigan is a step down. Regardless of what Michigan thinks of themselves, when you at Alabama in college football, you are at the Boston Celtics, the New York Yankees of college football. Why take a step down to the Toronto Blue Jays? Why take that step down? Why? That's stupid.
This is what I want to ask you. When you say step down, what do you mean? I think a step down, it would be a step up from all that pressure at Alabama. You say it's a step down from what?
Well, he claims that the pressure don't bother him. And if that's the case, I'm happy for it.
Man,
he says he's committed to winning a championship at Alabama.
How can he not be when he wears a black hoodie because he's superstitious? What a black hoodie got to do with him getting his butt whooped on the field? Nothing. Can he have the pressure? He can't even just coach a game without wearing the same hoodie.
What does a hoodie got to do with winning?
You just said he can handle pressure. He can't handle no pressure, man.
So you saying because the man put on a black hoodie, that's an indication that he's going to bust under pressure?
Now he's going to bust this week. This Friday, you'll see.
You awful wrapped up. So let's go on to the game that Miss Susan wants to know about. She wants to know JK's feeling on the playoffs in the Oklahoma-Alabama game.
My feelings. My feelings and my thoughts. Let me see. I think it's still going to be a tough game, man, for either team. Which version of Oklahoma are you going to get? Are you going to get Mateer as a good quarterback, as he's been, touted to be? Or are you going to get a guy that's going to go 10 for 20? What is Bama going to do? Are they going to play like they played last week? Are they going to play like they played against Georgia in the first meeting? Well, we don't know what we're going to get. But Oklahoma has a home field advantage. I think Oklahoma has a better defense than Bama. Not too much, better than Bama, but they're kind of close. So I got the advantage going to Oklahoma in a close one.
I'm going to disagree.
So I'm shocked.
I think Alabama's going to get this one, and here's why. To beat Oklahoma, you simply have to not turn the ball over. If Alabama can just simply not throw an interception, a punt ain't the worst thing in the world against Oklahoma, as long as you don't get the punt blocked. A punt ain't the worst thing in the world. To beat Oklahoma, you simply have to not beat yourself.
Why you keep saying simply? This ain't orange juice or lemonade. Simply make orange juice and lemonade. If it was simple, what happened the last 2 times?
It was difficult. That's what it is. Our offense can't get out of its damn way. Our special teams is pathetic. If our special team can punt without getting it blocked, and our quarterback can throw without throwing to the other team, Alabama wins. It's that simple. Only way Oklahoma wins, we give it to them. Here you go. Here you go. Go on to the next round, just like we gave them the last game.
Ain't it amazing? Ain't it amazing, America? Every time they lose, they gave it to them. We beat ourselves. I ain't going to tell you what, the only place you can beat yourself. You can watch the past episode. You'll find out. You beat yourself. We beat ourselves. We can't get out of our own way.
We can't.
Whose fault is that?
Ours.
So what? These are excuses I keep telling. Man, Piano Man, if you're watching, all of these are excuses, man. If you can't win, you just can't win. The other team was better that day. Plain and simple. I don't like all the excuses, man.
It ain't an excuse.
Listen,
you asked me about the game, and I said if we don't turn it over and we can punt without getting it blocked, we win.
Okay, if you get it blocked, who blocked it? The other team. You got to get the other team some credit.
Well, that's because our sorry lineman let him through.
Let him through. He didn't force his way through.
No, he just let him on through there.
One thing you will hear from me.
Misformations.
Hey, listen. Let me talk. Let me talk to America one more time. This is what you will hear from me if Miami loses. We got our butt whooped. Ain't no excuse. The other team was better. Mario Cristobal, if we lose this weekend, it will be because he ran the ball up the middle at least 15 times. I guarantee you.
Hold up. You lying to America. I can't let you lie to America.
Tell me why I lied.
You lying to America talking about if you get your butt beat, you're going to say, I got my butt beat. We all know and seen it already this year, how you accuse your coach of being a dummy and the reason you lost the game. We seen it right here on
Man, I'm going to admit it.
Go back and get the tape. Go back and get the tape.
Cristobal is Cristobal. The only way we'll lose is Cristobal.
There you go.
Play calling and Cristobal. I'm telling you, anybody that watched the game, if we run that ball up the middle 15 to 20 times this weekend, I'm going to have a meltdown Sunday. I'm just giving you fair warning.
All right, let's talk about the Miami-Texas A&M game since you brought it up.
Yeah, I want to talk about it.
And
let's get into
here
it.
we go. I'm gonna surprise you. Let me put my shades on because I don't know if I need America seeing my eyes when I say this. The U's gonna win. Texas A&M is the Tennessee of this season, a team that got into playoffs based upon playing 98% of the lower tier of the SEC all season, just like Tennessee did last year. A&M will get beat by Miami. Miami will go on to play Ohio State, and that'll be the last we hear of Cristobal for the rest of the season. But you will get this win. I got y'all beaten. Robert Bain. Remember the name Robert Bain? Best defensive end in the nation, bar none. Indianapolis Colts tried to draft this. Oh, that's right. We don't have a first-round draft pick, dummy. Never mind. But I like Miami in this game.
Hey, I like some of what you said.
All right.
Especially the part about us winning, because I think we're going to beat them. But, I can't go back on my word. I said this about Texas A&M a few weeks ago. I thought they were the best team in the country.
And you were wrong.
And they got beat by Texas. So, what version are you going to get of Texas A&M?
Well, see, the thing is, you either go up or you go up and then start coming down in sports. See, A&M has reached their peak. Some people reach their peak in life and then begin to fall, you see. See, I hadn't reached my peak yet. I'm still striving for that peak. But they reached the peak, and straight down they come. But see, now it's just a matter of picking up the crash. That's all it's a matter of.
What happened to them
You got lucky. You got the easiest team outside of James Madison and Tulane in the tournament. You got lucky.
How you figure we got the easiest team? They only lost one game.
Apart. They only played one team. They only played one team.
So what you're saying is we got the easiest team with one loss.
Easiest.
But you guys are not the easy with 3 losses. I don't get the logic.
Well, again, it's about the peak going up and the peak coming down.
Man, it's about
A&M's on the peak coming down. Miami's on the peak going up. You are a dangerous team.
I'm glad you know that.
You are a dangerous team.
And I like how the pundits and what you guys call the professionals.
Not me.
Let me. One more thing I got to tell America. I'm going to look straight into the camera when I say this. Steven, I don't know anything about Sports Smith. Feinbaum, or the jocks people.
Hey, don't talk about Feinbaum.
Man, listen, man.
Leave Feinbaum out
There
of the
is no
conversation now.
different in what I think than what they say on TV. You know why?
That's
because they all start with, I think or I believe. And when you say I think or I believe, all you're doing is giving your opinion. So there's no such thing as a expert or a professional. It's just giving opinions. They can be wrong just like I can be wrong.
Man, you are wrong. Cole Kublet is a damn expert. Cole Kublet.
Not where? Let me talk to Cole Kublet. Everything you say is not correct, dude. And we don't want to hear nothing about an O-line. That is not interesting to us fans. Somebody should tell you so. Guess what? I'm telling you, we don't want to hear all that O-line talk. You are not who you think you are. You just give your opinions just like we do. And I'm giving my opinion to you. Now, let me get back to this game.
Let's do it.
I keep saying it. I'm going to say it again. We do not need to run the ball up the middle 20 times, Mario Cristobal. We can't win like that. But if you turn that offense loose, man, we got a chance to beat anybody. Just like you said, we're peaking at the right time. And I like the bulletin board material that they gave us about our defensive ends. They said we're not going to be able to get in.
What?
We'll see. We'll see this Saturday. I want you to keep all of that hypeness. We can't get in. The defensive line not going to be able to get across that O-line. We'll see this weekend. So I like the bulletin board material, and I like my team's chances. Go you, baby.
Well, this playoff will be about playmakers, and Miami has one of the best in Malachi Toney, who can absolutely change the game from a special team perspective and from a big play, long pass perspective at any time during the course of the game. That makes Miami dangerous, but it will come down to Carson Beck. Do you have confidence in Carson Beck to run a 4-game schedule and raise a national championship trophy?
I think the experience is going to show back up, baby. I got all the confidence in him, but, he's going to have to show up. He's the leader of the team. So, Carson Beck is all on you, baby.
I say enjoy the A&M beatdown, and that's the end for Miami. But I got Alabama beating Oklahoma. And I will say this, the U against Ohio State, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Last year, all the teams with a bye got beat. Who knows what kind of effect having a bye in Major League Baseball last year. All the teams that had a first-round bye got beat. So, again, playing that first week ain't necessarily a bad thing. You all 2 or 3 weeks, you could come out a little shaky. Miami could take advantage.
I keep saying it, man, and I've asked you before, can you beat Indiana by not scoring points? Can you score 40 or more to beat Indiana?
Indiana's not scoring 40 against me. My defense is outstanding. My defense at Alabama is one of the best defenses in the nation.
Your defense was outstanding on standing around. That's what they were doing last week.
It wasn't our fault that our offense and special teams gave the game away.
Your offense didn't allow 28 points.
What they do when they fumble and throw interceptions in their own territory.
Your defense,
not to mention our punter who got a kick block.
Your defense allowed 28 points. The defense. That's who's on the field to stop the offense. So what are you talking about the defense? You can't score 40 or more to beat Indiana. And as far as Miami playing Ohio State don't have a prolific offense, man. They barely scoring points.
Now, come on. Are you talking about one game? They got Carnell Lake. They got Smith. They got 2 wide receivers that was in the Heisman top 6 finalists. I mean, and then they got Julian saying that DeBoer forgot his name. I'm just saying it probably would have been a good idea to remember that guy's name.
Man, come on, man. Look,
it's not like Ohio State's lacking talent, brother. I mean, Ohio State got talent on all levels.
I like to compare games and teams that would lack opponents. Let me ask you a question. Can Miami beat Texas? Right now, can Miami beat Texas?
Yeah, I would say so.
The way they've improved, right?
Who? Miami or Texas? I don't think they've improved a whole lot.
Texas scored. How many did they score against Ohio State? 7. Ohio State scored 14. Where are the points? You got to score some points, man.
You're looking at one game.
Man, I'm looking at a body of work.
You can't look at one game.
Man, I don't think Ohio State can beat Miami.
Well, we'll bet on that one if you want to. Let's move on. What you got next?
Man, I got my thoughts on Notre Dame and decide not to play a bowl game. Now, you remember a couple of weeks ago, I made a statement that if Miami got left out, we shouldn't participate in a bowl game. Some say it was classless by Notre Dame. I kind of agree with Notre Dame. You know why? Because the committee, they never have to explain anything. There's no accountability. So, you know, the only way that you make people have accountability, you have to hit them in the pocket. You know what I mean? So them not going to a bowl game, the bowl sponsors, they may have lost money by not, Notre Dame not showing up. Maybe they felt shunned by the committee by not getting in. That's normal. Like I said, if Miami hadn't made it, they should not go. Why go play a bowl game and produce some revenue for this entity, but the same guys that are affiliated didn't even pick us to go to the bowl game, which we would have deserved, in my opinion. So some say it's classless because they didn't go. What is a bowl game, man? What is it gonna do? When you gonna have some players opt out anyway? So hey, I don't have any problem with what Notre Dame did, man. I agree with it.
I have a problem with it because you have seniors on that team that weren't going to make the pros, that probably would have liked to have a bowl game in their senior season, for one. For two, who the hell does Notre Dame think they are? Just going to opt out of the bowl game. Just tell college football, we're not going to be a part of it. We're opting out. I mean, who the hell they think they are?
They must
when did Notre Dame, they must not have been so big, the playoffs would have put them in. If they're going to give us all that money, it's all about money. Notre Dame is a has-been. They're washed up, man. That's the truth about Notre Dame.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about money. So you can't get mad at them because they don't want to go and produce some revenue for somebody else.
Why don't they get in a conference?
I don't have an answer for that. Why do we allow them to be in every sport in the ACC except football?
Why?
I have an issue with that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's all about money.
On their part.
Right, it's about money.
So they have to pay the price.
The bowl games is all about money. So, hey.
No, Notre Dame got their feelings hurt, and they took their ball and went home like a big crybaby. They could have been playing Pavia and Vanderbilt and beat Vanderbilt by 30 and proved to the whole nation the same way Georgia did against Florida State a few years ago when they beat Florida State by 50, I believe, and proved that they belonged in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
I mean, why act like you're so good you can't be a part of everybody else?
Well, they had about 30 people to opt out, so I don't even that analogy, especially when y'all took the playoff spot from them.
Who took it from them?
You. I'm gonna call it you.
Well, we deserved it. We deserved it.
Man, you know what? That leads right into the criteria, because all of this stuff started simply because the committee didn't go by their own criteria. They didn't go by it, man. So people are going to be upset. Fans are going to be upset. The players, coaches, parents. How can you agree with what this committee just did, man? I told you their first mistake was not going by the criteria and putting Notre Dame and Alabama in front of Miami. If you go by the criteria of like opponents and head-to-head, we beat the like opponent in Florida State. We beat Notre Dame head-to-head. That was the first mistake. And then they did the makeup call thing. They moved Alabama up after they beat a 5-win Auburn team, which was ludicrous in my opinion. Now you come back and you try to correct that mistake. In the last week, you want to put Miami ahead of Notre Dame, which they should have been ahead of them all along, according to the criteria. You know what I mean? So you can't You have to go by what you set and not look at the money aspect, which we keep saying. It's all about money, man. It should have all been about Miami and Notre Dame. But they tried to make it out of Alabama, Miami, and Notre Dame, which was wrong, man. I'm going to give you an example. Last year, they didn't go by the criteria. Let me give you case in point. Miami was 10-1. We had one game left. Alabama was 8-3 before the Iron Bowl. A 3-loss team and a 1-loss team. Miami lost the last game. Alabama beat Auburn. They were 9-3. Miami was 10-2. And guess what the topic was? Putting Alabama in before Miami. How? If you're going by the criteria. We only had one loss before the last game. It's all about money and who they want in, man.
Who did you lose to in that last game?
I don't care who we lost to.
That makes a difference.
I don't care who we lost to.
Wasn't it Syracuse?
Yeah, we lost to Syracuse the last game, but we only had – Syracuse was a 9-win or 8-win team. So it's not like we lost to a scrub. You
can't get over that 3-loss Alabama team that didn't make the playoffs, by the way. You can't.
Man, you want to put – you can't get
over
even in
that.
Discussion.
You can't get over that, kid. You just can't get over that.
And then here we go again the following year, this season. Another 3-loss team. They are the only team in the dance, man, with 3 losses. After they just got hung up like a deer and split down the middle, they got their ass humiliated. And they lost 2 out of their last 4. And you barely beat a 5-win Auburn team. This is your king? This is who you want? They deserve to be in the playoff? Come on, man. You know it's all about money. And it's not. If it was Miami, I'd say the same exact thing, man. They don't deserve that playoff spot.
How can it be about money when Notre Dame is supposedly the biggest money cow in college football? Why would they put the Lakers or the Yankees out of baseball or NBA playoffs?
Let me tell you why. Notre Dame is a big brand just like Alabama. But in my opinion, Alabama got more fans that are going to travel than Notre Dame fans. That's what I think.
So you think that's the reason?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that.
A 3-loss team in the playoff, how can you explain it?
We're Alabama.
When you got Vanderbilt with 2 losses,
they're Vanderbilt.
You got Texas with 2 losses.
They're Texas. We're Alabama.
Man.
We're Alabama. Texas and Vandy didn't play a championship game.
They
didn't play in a championship game.
Hey.
How can you punish a team for playing an extra game?
Ole Miss didn't play in a championship game.
They had 1 loss.
Oh, man.
That don't make a difference?
What 2-loss team in the playoff that didn't play in a championship game?
Miami.
Okay, then. So
what makes you so special?
Look at our resume.
It's not impressive.
Huh?
Who has Miami played?
How many ranked wins did y'all have?
4 in a row.
We had 4. They wasn't in a row. We got 4.
Oh, them are some weak.
I don't care what
you
said. Top 25,
24th ranked.
I don't care if
1
they was
week
ranked
in the rankings.
I don't care if they was ranked 24 and a half.
They're the most pathetic ranked teams in the history of football.
Man, we know this all about money, and we know it's all about certain teams.
We know it's about certain teams.
When Nick Saban was, I'm gonna ask you this, America. Just watch his face at this question. All the years Nick Saban was at Alabama, how many times did he have to beg for a playoff spot? And once again, it's quiet in the studio.
I'm thinking. You asked the question.
You had Greg Burns. You had Greg Burns.
I remember one time we've been in the playoffs. 90% of the time we were in the playoffs.
When did Nick Saban's team have to beg for a playoff spot? Alabama has begged the last 2 years with 3 losses.
Well, I mean, Saban wasn't there. I mean, that was Sankey begging. That wasn't Alabama.
Why was
Alabama ain't got to beg for nothing. When they start talking about playoffs and they see Alabama with anything less than 4 losses, they're thinking, all right, that's the team to start with the playoffs.
Anything less than 4 losses?
That's right, we're Alabama.
So a 75% team, what you're saying, deserves a playoff spot.
Well, when you're Alabama.
Because 9 wins out of 12 is 75%.
Alabama is the brand.
So if they lose Friday, did they deserve to be in?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on.
You about to start.
Hey, we have a lot of fun here on the Fanatical. Hey, before we get out of here this week, JK, you got a giveaway you talking about?
Yeah, man. To the fan or viewer, who has the best question or best comments for us, man, we're going to give you guys a Fanatical t-shirt for Christmas, man. It's just something that we want to do for the viewers, man. I think it'll be a nice gesture.
I think so, too.
But check this out. I got one more topic.
All right, knock it out.
Matthew Carter, my nephew, he wants to know, what's the chances for a SEC team holding up that championship trophy?
I think it's pretty good. I think Georgia has an opportunity. The Georgia-Ohio State game may be the national championship game. So whoever wins that Georgia-Ohio State game, I think in the semifinal, will win the national championship. And I think Georgia's probably a field goal underdog going into that game. That's a real close game.
Let's go down the list and tell me why you think they should win or can win, and why you think they can't win. Let's start with what you just told me about Georgia. What about Ole Miss?
I think Ole Miss is in trouble. They'd had to go through Georgia and Ohio State to win the national championship. I don't think Pete Golden could go through Toledo and Memphis to win a national championship. So I will say no to Ole Miss.
What about A&M?
A&M's got a bad draw. They got Miami. Then they would have to play Ohio State. Then they would have to play Georgia. I see no opportunity for A&M winning the championship.
So if Oklahoma beats Bama, they don't have a chance?
I don't think they do. If Oklahoma beats Bama, to go through Indiana and Oregon to get to a national championship game with that offense, I don't think Oklahoma has any chance.
Now let's get to the crop, and I'm not going to say the cream. What about your team chances?
I think if we come alive, if we come focused, if we wake up and realize that we got Ryan Hollywood Williams, Jeremy Bernard, and Isaiah Horton, and we max protect for Ty Simpson and keep him upright and keep him from being cell-shocked, we can absolutely make a run at a national title.
You think you can beat Ohio State
in the national championship game?
Wait, but let's bag up. What about Miami head-to-head?
Yeah, I could beat Miami.
America. There it is. He think he can beat Miami.
What'd you say, Burr?
Man, please. Hey, I'm going to say it again, and I predicted this before they even picked the team. No SEC team will raise that trophy, and you guys got the majority of teams. You got 5 teams from one conference.
If I was a betting man, I'd bet on the Big Ten. I'm sorry, America. I'm sorry, SEC. But if I'm a betting man, sure, I'm taking Indiana, Oregon, Ohio State. I think the Big Ten is definitely a top-heavy league, but the 3 teams at the top are all heavyweights capable of winning the championship.
I'm going to say it again. The SEC has 5 teams.
Because we're the best conference.
And neither one of them will raise that trophy.
We'll see.
I got a stake then on that.
We'll see. All right. I'll take you up on that.
Hey, watch this, America.
I'll take you up on that.
And I like ribeye well done, baby.
And hey, we're going to bet on that Miami-Ohio State game too, right?
Okay.
All right.
That's a bet.
All right,
America.
That's a ribeye.
America, do you know what this means right here? That means I got one on the hook, baby. I got it.
I got it off.
Man, please.
I throwed it off.
Man,
you ain't hooked me.
No SEC team.
Now, first of all, you're going to be behind a ribeye when Ohio State stomps the U. All right, so then the other game may not never happen. So.
Well, we just saw one Crimson Tide roasting of an elephant in the BJCC Legacy Arena.
Let's leave that
where
alone.
Arizona just.
Let's leave that alone.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Leave that alone.
Hey, I know you can't take 2 whoopings
Nate
in
Oates
1
is
week.
in the ER. There's no reason to talk about a man when he's in the ER.
Well, we're gonna look for this guy this upcoming Saturday, and hopefully it'll be after Miami beats these little guys called the Aggies. You know, they took that last whooping. They're gonna need 12. They're gonna need 12 men.
They might beat
Ask them what happened in the last meeting.
Think about it. They might beat y'all.
Well, I know you want to change your mind now, but it's too late.
Reed can get off if he don't throw 12
interceptions. We'll see Saturday. One of us is going to be conscious, and the other one may be unconscious for a little while. So, I hope it be you.
All right, America, there it is, another Fanatical Podcast. It's playoff time, baby. Then when you see us again next week, one of us will probably be happy, me, and the other one, he'll probably be happy too, maybe. Who knows?
Playoffs? The playoffs.
I'm in.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe as always, man, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.